Yo, what is up, everyone? Today I have an awesome tutorial teaching you my top 3 card throwing techniques. So let's jump right into this awesome tutorial. Great stuff ahead. Stay tuned. Great, awesome stuff. Let's jump right into this tutorial. Hey, what is up, everyone? My name is Nick from No Way As Way. Now, my goal is at the end of this video, you guys walk away with at least one grip that you are confident about, able to use, cut and dice things in half, and look like a card-throwing ninja. So at the end of this video, I want you guys to leave in the comments below which one of these 3 is your favorite and which one maybe you already have been using. Now, conveniently, on the wall behind me, we have each of those magicians that created the grips. So let's check them out. Now, these are in no specific order, but first on the list we have Herman the Great, Alexander Herman himself, who created the Herman grip. Next, we have Ricky Jay's grip. Ricky Jay wrote the book Cards as Weapons, and he has the Jay grip. Last but certainly not least, Thurston the Great Magician, Howard Thurston, who created the Thurston grip, my personal favorite. Now, I definitely recommend going beyond this tutorial and learning more about these guys, because these guys crafted the way that we throw cards today, and if it wasn't for them, I don't know how we would be throwing cards, and I don't know what grips there would be. It'd be a mess. So definitely go do more research on them, but let's learn about their grips, and so you guys can start card throwing. Alright guys, so first on the list is Alexander Herman, the Herman grip. Now this grip looks something just like that. That's the Herman grip. Back then, these grips were they weren't designed for power. They were designed to just the flick of the wrist and have the card to fly. So that is what that's designed for, is just the flick of the wrist. You can add that extra arm into it and create that power. But again, this grip is just for the flick of the wrist and the card to fly. And the reasoning for that is because these magicians would perform these grips and throws during their stage routines and want to just have the card soar either into the crowd or to hit the back of the room that they were performing in, and that's the reasoning behind that. So this grip looks a little something like this. Not my favorite, but it definitely works. So what you do is you take your index finger, if you're looking at the card. This is my left hand, my right hand's over here, just so you guys can figure that out. I know why would I say that? But just so you guys can figure out, my left hand's right here, this is my right hand. The right hand index finger comes up and gets placed right on that corner, right over here. So if you're looking at the card, the top left corner, the finger gets placed right there. These fingers come underneath, and the thumb gets placed right on top, just like that. So this is what that grip looks like. The card gets curled into your hand, and then that flick of the wrist is all that is being used to throw that card. So right here, this is the Herman grip, just like that. And then the flick of the wrist, you just release the card. Releasing the card is pretty simplistic. In theory, what's happening is since that finger's there, when the card gets released, that card rolls off of the finger, and that is why you have that spin. So, it's right here, just like that. Just a simple flick, easy way to throw the cards. Now, after you do it for a while, you will develop your own type of handling for it, just to feel what's comfortable. But that right there is the Herman's grip. So that's number 1, not my favorite, but you could definitely use it. Next on the list is Ricky Jay's grip. Jay's grip, actually. And what that looks like is here, just like that. Now, Jay's grip was actually developed for power, but you could definitely use the full arm into it. Again, this one is not one of my favorites. Thurston's grip is actually my favorite out of all of them. I do have like a modified Thurston's grip, but this is Ricky Jay's grip. So this is called the Jay grip right here. This is what this looks like. Semi-modified, everybody has their own handling for it, but this is generally what the Jay's grip is, and that looks just like that. That's just another flick of the wrist. That's what that looks like. And it is the same thing. It's very similar to the Herman grip. What that means is this index finger is now contacting the top right corner. That's contacting there. And so when you release, that card spins off of that finger. So it's a flick, and then that card spins off, which gives it that rotation when you're throwing it. So how you do it is you take your index finger, top right corner this time, not like the Herman grip on the top left corner, but now the top right corner. This middle finger gets placed right underneath, about here. So you want to be in this positioning right here. And then that thumb gets placed right on top, almost as if you're contacting that middle finger and you're pinching. So right in there, that's what that looks like. These other fingers just stay either in, or you can leave them out, whatever's comfortable for you. And that right there is another flick of the wrist. You could add the full arm into it, and then you have your card throwing technique. So whatever you like to throw, you could throw it from inside like a frisbee, or you could throw it overhand as if you're throwing it to cut stuff. Semi-powerful. Again, I haven't been able to get that much power off of it, but Ricky J, if you've seen his stuff, he could develop quite some power with this grip. So this is what this looks like, the J grip. Next on the list is Howard Thurston, my favorite grip, the one that I use all the time. A lot of people love to use this grip too. This one I've taught in previous tutorials, but you take your index finger and your middle finger, you're pinching that top left corner. So if you're looking at it, it's the top left corner, just like this. So you're getting in this positioning right here, just like that. And then what's happening is it's curling in, so curl it in, and then this thumb gets placed right on top of your fingers right here, and these fingers stay non-contact, they don't contact on the bottom. So this is Thurston's grip. This one I developed a crap ton of power with. This one is what I use to always cut stuff, but this is Thurston's grip, my personal favorite. So right here, this again, contacting the top left corner, gets curled in just like this, and then from there, it's just the flick of the wrist, because Thurston would also use just a flick of the wrist to store the cards across the room, but then you add that full arm into it, which I taught in the card throwing tutorial, which I will link above. You guys click on that, check out the video, I'll link it down below, and you could use that. Now my modification to it looks like this. I do it into the Thurston's grip just like so, and then I add this thumb on top, and what that looks like is I actually bend these fingers just a little bit, so if you can see that, I actually curl my middle finger in just a tad, and then I contact it with my thumb on top. So if I take that card away, it's this positioning right here. The index finger and the middle finger contacting the thumb, and then what I do is I curl these fingers in and put those right on bottom. So this is like my modified Thurston's grip. This is what I use all the time. It's what I use whenever I throw cards. This is my #1 go-to grip. It's a little modified Thurston's. Love it. Works with the overhand. It works with the frisbee throw, and that is my personal favorite. Again, you could use it just like Thurston did, which is in here, just like that. Or you could add the extra thumb in and then the fingers on the bottom, and that is my modified Thurston's grip. And those are my top 3 card throwing grips. All right guys, so there you have it, my top 3 card throwing grips. Now I want you guys to toy around with these, each one of them, practice them, see what you guys can do with them, and see what type of modifications you can make, because I want to see if you guys have any type of modifications that you found that helps these grips out. Definitely post it to Instagram or Twitter and tag me in it so I could see, and maybe, who knows, maybe I'll make a video on the grip that you guys created. So work on your grips, see what you can do. I hope you guys took away at least one of these grips that you guys love and start to use, and you can find success with. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for staying. Again, my name's Nick from No Way Azaway, and I will see you guys in my next video on Sunday. I got a pretty cool card throwing trick shot video coming out to you guys, so stay tuned for that, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget about that. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button right away so you guys can stay notified and start learning how to throw cards and cutting things, dicing things in half, and becoming a card throwing master, wizard, ninja.